Okay, I know. We've been very irregular with the posting of the cold ones and the let's do these, let's do this, or whatever you want to call it. As you know, holidays are crazy, and having a small family emergency doesn't help things even more. But I'm hoping to make up for it by posting some of the recordings that we did previous to Christmas. Now, what you're about to hear with this recording of a couple of cold ones is sort of our official cold ones get together holiday party recording. Basically what that means is that we had a lot of wine and beer and we got drunk. So as you listen to this, yes, it progressively gets sillier and rowdier, and we are saying pretty much whatever's on our mind. But nevertheless, it's still a lot of fun. So I hope you have as much fun listening to it as we did recording it. I just hope you don't have the hangover that we did the next day. All right, enjoy.
Live from the Spill Studios, located behind a liquor store off the I-35 interchange, it's time once again for a couple of cold ones with the entire fucking Spill crew.
Well, not the entire one. The co-host is still charging up over there.
We actually now that leads to a real. Do we consider co-host one of the Spill crew, or is he just your robot sidekick when we're not around?
He's just my robot sidekick.
But no, this is and this is a strange thing, I know, for some of you guys, but we actually have Leon and Cyrus in the Spill studio with us this week.
No, you
having
don't.
cold ones.
No, we couldn't make it. Sorry. That's right, folks. We're here. Just because it's Christmas, this is your Christmas present from Spill.
Because we are cheap bastards.
Aren't you lucky?
No, we were sitting around recording some reviews, and we just said, man, why don't y'all stick around? Because you make money if you stick around. So it's like, hey,
Don't tell them that.
Don't let
We do this
Don't let our silent corporate masters know.
I'm
we do
sorry.
this
Yeah.
for the love of the game. Now it
No,
doesn't
no.
sound like a Christmas gift anymore. Now it sounds like those cheap motherfuckers wanted to get paid.
it's
I know.
a Christmas bonus is what it is.
It's going to be like, okay, y'all broke the bank, so January, nobody does any reviews at all.
So I've never done one of these with you guys. I know you have. So what do y'all start with, like the best comics of the week? Y'all do this?
No, there's no talk of comics at all. That's where the gay corner over to the side. That's where I think that's where we record Leog. Actually,
See, we don't make fun of gay people on Leog. That's one of our rules.
no,
So, okay.
you make fun of Chick Champa.
We make fun of you,
Hey,
but
man,
close
we,
enough.
We love Chick Champa.
Yeah, that's true. We don't make fun of Chick Champa. We don't.
Because
we
he
just
would
don't
decimate us.
We just don't mention him at all.
I'm sitting over here eating. I ain't paying attention to what's going on over here. Let me tell you. Let me lay it down for you. What happens here?
Tell us.
So, because I know you don't listen to this shit. So let me tell you.
That's not
Are
true.
you kidding? I don't listen to this shit.
I guess for that matter, I don't either.
No, this is a show where Carlisle makes points, and then you argue with him, but you make the exact same point he just made.
That is true. I've gone back and listened to him. I'm like, man, we just arguing the same shit. We're saying the same exact thing.
And more often than I'm not, I'm saying, dude, you're not listening to me. We agree. No, we don't.
Yeah.
And you say the same thing. You're like, man, you're not hearing me. And I'm like, no, I'm checking email.
This is first what me and Corey do is we bullshit about our week. But since we already did that a few days ago with a couple of cold ones, we then move into the top 5 brought to you by Spill, the top 5 movies of the week.
The top 5 movies financially.
Yes.
Yes.
all right.
Yes. No, we run down the top 5 as published on 1,000,006 different sites, and then we pontificate about them.
And see, y'all think I don't listen to the show, but the fact is, I never know what the top 5 is until I listen to your show.
Kiss ass. So anyway,
So that brings us to number 5.
so you know he does it, Cyrus. He does this every week. He
What, with the voice and all
he
that?
spazzes out every
Different
week like
voice?
this.
Is he really?
People love that.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's people out there who like that.
Yeah,
but
I
I'm
see
just
why you
telling
brought co-host on.
Well,
for a while.
Hey,
just because we've got them here and they don't know, I'll bring us into number 5.
Yeah,
This is like you don't know Jack.
Yeah, get little boys to man. You know, start out soft. You know, you ain't got to get into the rock shit yet. So, number 5 this week is, anybody know what this is? Oh, you're looking at the shit, so never mind.
I can't see it.
It is, man, can you believe this? 4 Christmases. That shit would not
well,
go away.
at least it's number 5. At least it's starting to go away.
Oh, last week it was number 2 or something like that?
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that shit would not go away, man.
It's
guys,
like herpes.
You
man.
cannot deny the power of Vince Vaughn.
Yes, you
I keep
can.
trying to
I
tell
deny
you.
the power of Vince Vaughn.
And it's still number 5.
The power of Vince Vaughn compels you.
What is
the
it with
power
you
of
and Vince Vaughn,
compels you.
Leon? He has got such a man crush on Vince Vaughn for some reason. I mean, I think he's okay.
No, you know what?
I gotta say, man, like if all celebrities say, which celebrity would you like to hang out with, to go drinking with? He's the guy.
I've actually drank with Vince Vaughn.
Oh,
He
here we
is the
go.
guy to hang out
See,
with.
you see,
there it is, man.
see,
I can back you
I'm
up.
surprised he doesn't come in.
It's so funny. Like he totally backed me up, and now I can't brag on him for name dropping.
No, yes, yeah, you know,
I'm
because
victorious.
He defeated me like
Well,
Eminem.
you know, me and Vince had a beer once. Me and VV.
That was twice.
Oh, okay. I'm
And he picked up the tab.
that second one wasn't a beer bottle. That was his dick. So anyway, let's go. Let's go ahead and get into
Man, are y'all always so homophobic on this show?
I know. I was going to say.
Yes, we are.
No, we are not this homophobic.
You
on
know
the
what,
show.
man? We went
the
through a
guy
whole.
with the 2 gold earrings, however.
Fuck you. So
Which brings us
To,
to number 4.
if I wasn't eating, boy, I'd be like ready for this shit. But I'm hungry. Let me just tell you, I went up to the store, the liquor store you always make fun of, to pick up some beer.
It's called the
liquor
Whip
store.
Inn.
The liquor store right behind your apartment.
I have you know that's some fancy shit, man. The guy kept me for a little while because he says, you know, you're going to be able to buy some Indian food here and drink some beer in the store at the same time. And I was like, shit, okay, that's getting fancy for a store that sells Cheetos and Snickers.
What's your finest Mad Dog 2020?
But hey, man, that's
sir,
cool.
we have a fine 98 Thunderbird.
A Chateau El Segundo.
Like, see,
But it's a good week, though.
this is what happens when a motherfucker gets aspirations. So anyway, let's go on to number 4. Your boy's movie, The Day the Earth Stood Still.
The day, hey, you know, it's
That's what you win.
The day
my
the box
boy,
office
you
stood
gotta-
still.
No, you went on a camping trip with the director or something, right?
I went to New York, and it's kind of. I guess for you, it's like camping because you sleep on some guy's hardwood floor in a corner. But,
Right,
you know,
like-
I was staying at the
Yeah.
Empire Hotel.
Spooning with the director. Okay. You give me your shit, man. We got people here. See, we're more lively now because we got people in the room. But yeah, the day
They're
there's
showing
still.
off for our benefit.
I know. Showing out is what my mom used to
Corey's
say.
presenting.
Now, did you guys see this movie yet? Or have you guys?
No.
I didn't, but I got to be honest with you. Your review is the only positive thing I've heard about it.
Yeah, I've heard across
There's,
the board.
I think on Rotten Tomatoes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's at 32 right now. It really was poorly reviewed.
No, just person after person I talked to went to see it anyway. Even after hearing it was bad, came out going, yeah, it was really terrible.
Yeah,
I wish I had gone and seen Slumdog Millionaire like everybody told me I should.
It's the
First
most
of all, you
poorly
have to
reviewed
see
movie that went to number 1. So, they ain't hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't do too well. It dropped very much. It brought in 9.9 million this week, down
Damn.
from 30 million last week. So,
Jesus Christ.
so yeah, I mean,
the thing with this is I was really surprised that they slotted it here because this has never been a good time for science fiction. But last year they put I Am Legend out on that same weekend, and it did huge. The thing is, it did huge because of the power of Will Smith.
Exactly.
And they didn't factor that in. They said, "Oh, sci-fi must be big in December." It's like, no. Sci-fi's not a good. Look back over the years. Every year they release a science fiction film. Every year it tanks. It's not a good time for sci-fi. It's always a good time for Will Smith.
I don't know, man. I think really, I am not trying to like front you out. I mean, I think it's cool that the director was cool to you. I mean, when you hear a guy like this kind of guy, because you make him sound really nice.
Well, no, I mean he's one of us. I mean, we've been interacting before he signed on to this project. Me and him share almost duplicate views on film.
Now that I have you here, though, now you defend this movie because I'm not talking. You make this guy sound nice. I don't know him, but he sounds nice. And I know people get directing jobs and they got to do it. But this movie, as much as I want to like this guy, just based on what you told me, there was a lot of shit about this movie, whether it was in his hands or not, that was just piss poor. The marketing in this movie. What did you think about that?
Well, the marketing. In fact, I wrote him a couple of emails asking him what the hell was up.
I mean, like that scene where they blatantly,
things
like,
where-
they meet McDonald's and they blatantly push the McDonald's latte. A guy actually comes in front of the camera with a latte and turns, and I'm like, oh my god, man, come on, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
there was some product placement.
We all know that Starbucks latte
It's
is
so
so
much
much better. In fact, you can get a Starbucks latte now at your local Starbucks if you say spill.com sent you.
also,
they'll make you pay
sponsored
for
by
it.
Vanilla Porter.
Man, I was trying to be like, because you always talk about that liquor store like it's bad. They got there's some premium
I
beer over
never
there.
have said a bad word about that place. I like that place a lot. I just find it funny that there's the thing that you're forgetting to mention is every time I mention the liquor store, you're talking about the Whip In. And the Whip In is located right next to Liquor World,
That's right.
a
Owned
place
by the
called
same guy.
Liquor World.
But that's a brothel. That's not a liquor store.
But the point is, you live behind a
liquor
store.
is spelled completely different.
Exactly.
It's
Where'd you learn
liquor
that?
store.
Yeah, no. Back to the day the Earth stood still. What I'm saying is like I'm not trying to talk about the director like I mean he sounds like a nice guy, but I think that this movie was not that good because it's a studio movie, man. It's a studio decision. Even if this guy wanted to make the greatest movie in the world, his hands would have been tied by things like promoting McDonald's and Windows or
thing is
Vista.
I've been getting emails for a week and a half now from people who really like the movie who went to try to find a review that fit what they felt about the film, Googled it and finally found my review and said, "Oh wow, thank you for standing up for this film because nobody else is." And
That being said, there are a lot of people who send me angry emails because they love Norbit, but they're wrong.
Yeah, today I just saw something where somebody said, "Is it crazy that I like disaster movie?" And I'm thinking, yeah. But I mean,
But no, the thing is there now. You, I think, totally nailed it on the head, Cyrus, when you were talking about earlier. You said people who heard how bad it is went and saw it anyway. There are a lot of people went in expecting this to be a bad movie and looking for it to be bad. And this has happened with a lot of people. A lot of critics went in with a chip on their shoulder, ready to tear this film apart because they've got a beef against Fox, and because it's a remake of a classic film, and because it's got Keanu Reeves. It's got 3 strikes against it. There was no way this was going to get praise unless it was the second fucking coming.
I
of
don't know,
Christ.
Carlo. I mean, those aren't major strikes. I mean, people still want to be entertaining, want to see a good movie. They might expect it to be bad, but like, hey, please let this be good. And I got to say, it's funny because my boss was asking me about this. He's like, what do you think about this movie? I'm like, well, they didn't give us a screening for it here in Austin. And he asked, he said, does that mean is every time they don't give you a screening, is it a horrible movie? And I was like, no, it's not always a horrible movie. But it's never a great one, and it's very rarely even good.
I would say that I am one of those people who went in. I was actually giving this movie a chance because I thought the trailer was actually just solely based on the music choice they had for it. I was like, this is very atmospheric, and I liked the beginning of the movie. They lost me after about 30 minutes. But
Is that when the Silver Surfer showed up?
I was going to say, I saw the trailer. I was like, okay, this doesn't look anything like the original film, but so what? Let's hope they take it.
But you
someplace
can't really hold the
totally
original
different.
film against it. I mean,
Yeah,
you can,
that's
but you
what I'm
can't.
saying. That
The
wouldn't
trailer,
bug me,
the
being
trailer
different.
is all the money shots from the movie. It's,
Right.
I mean, the thing is it plays out like the original film does. It's a very slow, evolving story about an alien on the planet Earth. They've just tweaked the story to where the notion is he's not just here to deliver a message. He's actually here to kind of make a judgment as to whether they're going to eradicate us or whether they're going to give us a chance.
It did look kind of like it was bringing in some of that stranger in a strange land type idea of the alien coming down here so different from us and therefore reflecting our foibles, whatever. And you're like, Keanu Reeves, I appreciate that he's a nice guy, but acting just in your blood, bro. Move on.
No, not bro. It's dude.
Dude,
It's bra.
No, bro is Paul Walker.
Yeah, bra's Paul.
Yeah, no, and see, you talk about Vince Vaughn as the one you want to hang out with. I think Keanu Reeves would be the funnest guy to hang out with.
I hear
man.
he's just a fantastic guy. Like, so much fun to hang out with. Really nice person.
It's like hanging out with an alien.
But acting ain't your thing. Yeah, I'm sure he goes, whoa, so what are we going to do now?
No, he'd be great to hang out with because he's going to attract a lot of chicks, and you be sure to catch some of his runoffs.
You're going to get some of that fallout right
Yeah.
there. Yeah. When his nose are going to be your yes.
You and Keanu Reeves together, it'd be like crossing the streams in Ghostbusters.
You know what? I really don't want to think about Corey and Keanu crossing the streams.
So that's what would happen.
You know what?
You know it would happen though,
Because they'd be the most attractive people in the room.
right?
So
I mean, there would be that point when you're like, why are we messing with these chicks? We should just fuck each other.
You know,
Keanu, you kind of look like a
man,
chick.
Jesus, you're hot. I'm whoa, yeah, you're hot. I'm hot. Let's just fuck each other and we touch dicks and we just explode.
Don't touch the cock.
I know.
There's
It would be
You
bad.
know what, man? We're gonna have a drinking game based on how many times you say cock.
You say cock a lot.
I say cock a lot?
You do.
Cock a lot. That's gonna be your next
Cock a lot.
podcast.
I'm ready for Cyrus to just wake up and go, I know cock food.
I know.
Man,
And I don't even want to see what cock fu actually is. Let's just move on to number 3, the number 3 film of the weekend.
okay, the number 3. This is one where we didn't review because everybody was gone and nobody could go see it on Saturday morning when it showed.
Oh, Tale of Despero.
yeah.
I know.
There
I
was a
really wanted to
screening
see
of
that.
this?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was that weekend we were in New York.
Yeah.
Well, at least when I was in New
Oh
York.
yeah, you weren't here. I mean, you came. No, I'm sorry, you came back, but I thought I didn't.
Oh
know
no,
if
that
you
was
knew or not.
that was Button-Umathon weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
I
that's
knew
what
you
it
were doing
was.
something.
It was a Saturday morning, and Cyrus ain't gonna get up on a Saturday morning. For
not to go see no,
nobody.
not to go see no fighting mouse.
Well, if I realized that
Cyrus
this
doesn't know Saturday morning exists.
Yeah, that's true. If I had realized that this was going to go as big as it did, I would have made a point to see it. But I was like, oh, this looks like some stupid French movie and no one's going to see it. We won't review, and I
Goddamn.
won't get paid for, so I'm not going.
I really wanted to go see it.
You would have got paid for reviewing it.
Oh, okay.
What
Well,
are
I'll
you
go
talking
back
about?
in time and review.
yeah. Oh, now, too late now. You'd have,
I'll make something up.
Little mouse with Will Smith ears. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have thought that it would have been that big
Will
either.
Smith ears.
But yeah, Tale of Despero made $10.1 million this weekend, and that's not bad for a movie that wasn't really on the radar. So
Right.
whatever. So anyway, go ahead. Moving on up.
Oh, I didn't know we were done already.
Well, none of us saw that one. so-
I mean, what can we
Eight
say? It's a
minutes of the
fucking
last
mouse
one.
with a sword. I mean,
Which brings us to number 2.
one that I knew this was going to be number 2. 7 pounds. Will
Because
Smith.
it's Will Smith. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come
I'm
on.
surprised it wasn't number 1 because it's Will Smith.
I know, for a Will Smith movie, that's kind of bad.
I thought Jim Carrey comedy is always going to trump a Will Smith dramedy.
Well,
I mean,
it's-
not dramedy, but drama.
It's been so long since Jim Carrey's made a movie, and it's just such a lackluster Jim Carrey movie. I actually expected it to tank.
Well, we're not at number 1 yet.
Yeah, no, I just gave that away. $14.9 million is what 7 pounds made. By Will Smith standards, not a lot of money.
No,
By Will
He's-
Smith standards, that's actually a bad thing because
Yeah.
just last year, I was talking to a Paramount rep who was going off about I Am Legend and just how the guy is made of gold and the guy can do no wrong and the guy could open the worst movie in the world and take number 1. Well, it's not the worst movie in the world, but it's number 2.
Did you see 7 pounds?
I haven't. They didn't. You guys didn't tell me about the screening for it. It was one of those things where it's like, oh, yeah, that's right.
You know
Carlisle
what?
exists.
Because you took it personally. Like, I wasn't invited. If you don't want me there, then just tell me. And I was like, no. You see how great the reviews are when we're all here. I mean, I got off the plane and I just was not thinking. I just like
No, I was
jumped into it.
just the other night I was offended because it's like you guys recorded 3 reviews. That's pay.
No, it is, and I didn't mean to leave you out of it. But let me just say this. Besides,
check with me in the beginning of the week.
yeah, we're going to actually. I'm
Well,
going to make sure.
we've got something in place now.
Yeah,
good.
no, I'm going to make sure that people know we're all going to check with each other. Everybody's
good.
responsible, but I would try to know, let
It's
you
not
know as much
happening
as
now
I
because
know.
there's 0 screenings this week.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's the thing of a critic life is this week nothing happens. There's no news coming out of Hollywood. There's no screenings. We're sitting here scratching our balls talking about last weekend's top 5.
Ain't shit going on.
So you're getting a plethora of podcasts.
exactly. Man,
A Leog every week. Let's do this. Let's have this. What was that? What was that other
let's
one?
have it.
Let's have it.
We got British people doing shit on here.
We've got Let's Blow This Guy, Corey's new podcast.
Let's cross the
Let me
screen.
blow Keanu Reeves. Yeah. 2 attractive guys blow each other in a room. No,
Beat the shit out of listening to your family.
I does it. Shit. But
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
But
even
no,
Silver
yeah.
Surfer's gonna get a show.
But you know something? You didn't miss anything with 7 pounds. I really don't think you did, besides money. But
Oh, come on. He would have liked. You know what? I would have been interested to hear what he has to say.
he would have said the same thing we did. It's boring.
No. See, that's the beauty of Carlisle.
You
Is
so-
that
he's
we
a
will all be on the
yes
same
man.
page, and he'll come in out of left field with some shit that makes you stop and look at him and go, "What the fuck are you talking
Daddy
about?"
Riggs,
And
the
yet
lethal
he
weapon
will
of the spill
explain
crew.
it in such detail. We like, damn. I would almost go with that, except I actually saw the movie and know that's not how it was.
Yeah.
But in your head, I wish I could see the movie that you see.
Creates a bizarre, unearthly logic structure that he
Yeah,
manages
it is.
to convince himself makes sense, and yet in its own way is a fascinating work of art.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, man, there is a reputation on the site where you just like whatever we like, you go the opposite end. Somebody said, and this is me saying this. Somebody made a joke saying, "Man, I really didn't like that." No, I like that shit. Stinks. It smells good.
Oh no! I saw that.
You
guy.
saw that. I know you
Yeah,
saw
no,
that.
but he was talking about us.
Speaking to the mic.
He was talking about us disagreeing. You know, you
Yeah.
and I disagreeing all the time, which we do. But that's why I've been around with you guys for so long.
Yeah.
If we all agreed with one another, this would be the single most boring show known to man. It would. there would be our silent corporate masters would be going, why do we need 4? We can survive with
Once
2.
again, Carlisle claims credit for the success of
No.
sort of.
Well, I know the truth hurts. But you know what? It's all about me.
Again, it's that thing that's in his mind. He's like-
Carlisle.com was taken, so we went with Spill. But,
in his mind, he's in a corporate high rise with his feet on the desk. I am Mr. Spill. So anyway, let's go ahead and go to number 1.
The number 1 movie of the week, brought to you by Spill.
Well, what could this number 1 movie be?
Wow, I don't know. Could it be?
No.
Twilight?
No, man. No.
Yes,
Not-
yes, man. Yes, man.
Yes, man.
Jim Carrey has come back because he's making a comeback.
Twilight's not in the top 5?
No, not this week. But I will tell you, Twilight.
14-year-old girls had to go back to school.
No, major drop off after the first weekend. Everyone saw it, went, oh, it really went on that great.
You know what?
That was it.
No, and this isn't me defending the movie. As many
he's right.
people,
Oh,
as
really?
many people think that I love this movie, I'm not. I'm telling you the business of this movie. The movie has made 158 million
Okay,
so
because
far.
I heard there was a big drop
And
off.
Corey sucked Twilight's big hairy nog.
Oh, yeah.
He likes
he
the glittery
loved.
man.
Oh my God, did he love the glittery emo boy?
Yeah, he totally, man, just imagine what things have been like if he had been around for Studio
See,
54.
and this is the thing that kills me because everyone's like, well, Carlisle likes everything and Corey hates everything. It's like, no, sometimes Corey likes gay movies that I don't like.
I love the
Man,
fact that
y'all are deep in this gay thing.
mean,
why
don't look
would
at-
y'all,
it's
why
all
y'all,
about the gay
y'all,
tonight.
y'all throwing gay jokes at Corey still when there's all these pedophile jokes you can make with Twilight?
we're
like
kinda
the
done
reason
with
the movie they made so much money because he kept taking a string of little like middle school girls there. It was a perfect seduction tool for him.
But Yes Man made $18.3 million.
That's not a lot.
That's not a whole lot. No.
It was a really piss poor weekend. That was the
Yeah.
big news this weekend was that if everything finally cooled off. So it's like, but there wasn't a really great crop of films in theaters. I mean, the big releases this week were all kind of like,
Yeah, no, you're right. It wasn't that huge of a weekend. I mean, even people can sense when these movies, like any other weekend, had it been. That's why they released Yes Man. If Yes Man had been released later on in the year, closer to summer, that shit would have been like 3 or 4.
Right. Well, I wish they just waited till January or February because that's when we're going to get like the worst of the worst movies.
Oh, we're gonna get that drop period.
mixed with all of the.
well, we get the leftover Oscar movies in January.
Oh,
which
that's
we've
right.
all already seen.
Right, we've
we'll
already
just
seen
be
them.
reviewing them then, but they'll be a month and a half old to us.
But by February, there's nothing good left.
no, until February 14th, which is when they start releasing the stronger films again.
You might get something good on February 14th, but they really don't start until like the middle of March.
Yeah, but they have pushed some movies back to March and to January, so it might not be that dry. But yeah, I mean, in fact, I would say that it's probably the reverse right now because we're getting a very slow week right here.
Yeah.
And this feels like something like a January or February week.
It does. That's what's
Yeah.
weird.
But that,
Yeah.
well,
That's
no,
what scares
it's
me.
always like this the week before Christmas.
Is it?
Because Christmas is where they save all the big ones for.
Well, that's true.
You know, and there's going to be 7-8 movies that release on Christmas,
Right.
Ranging from The Spirit to Frost Nixon to
Right.
a number of
the best
other.
to the very
Benjamin
worst.
Button, I believe.
Benjamin Button
Oh, that's
opens.
right.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's such everything that's great comes out on Thursday that it was the leftover stuff, and they moved Yes Men in there because they knew they didn't have any competition.
The only really good stuff playing right now in the theaters is stuff that's still in limited release, like Slumdog
It
Millionaire.
is funny how people keep coming to me and like, "What's a good movie to see right now?" I'm like, "Oh man, I saw this movie. This is great. This is great. This is great." And none of them are out yet. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Christmas. Just wait till Christmas.
No, when in doubt, the answer is Slumdog Millionaire. It's one of the best movies of the year, and you can't go wrong with it. Everybody loves this movie.
Yeah, no, it's true. And Slumdog Millionaire is one of the best movies out there.
I'd say Frost Nixon, but
And
sure.
no, Frost Nixon is my
like
favorite.
I said,
right now.
Right now.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Frost Nixon. Slumdog Millionaire is my third favorite movie of the year, while Frost Nixon is at the top. So.
Okay.
So, yeah. So anyway, I mean, there's nothing real big to talk about with the top 5. No real spillover here, no pun intended. Because I mean, these movies, they're all kind of just mediocre.
Yeah.
Every movie in the top 5 right now.
Yeah, it sounds like the best thing in there is 7 pounds, and even that's kind of, it's okay.
Yeah. So, I figured that since we have a little time here now, we went to the top 5. We started at what, like 9:40?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Don't tell people that though, because then they'll know. Then we're dating ourselves.
It's close to 10 o'clock.
Yeah. We've gone almost an hour right now. So
Really? With this?
Yeah.
Have we
No,
not?
no, we started at 10.
We started at
it's only
10?
10:40.
10.
Okay, well then, fuck.
It was 2 minutes to 10 when you asked me if I wanted to stay.
Oh Jesus Christ! I got to spend more time with you guys. Okay.
Yeah, better think of something fast.
Well, I figured
And I had a burrito.
now unless Carlisle has,
Can I change seats with you, Corey?
and I just ate some Indian food from my wonderful liquor store up the street. So I was thinking, unless you have something that you want to do, or maybe you guys have an idea, there's a lot of email to catch up with.
Let's do
Well,
email
we can
questions.
do email.
Okay, because there's a lot. To
We
catch up
covered.
with.
We've done so many podcasts recently.
Did we
We've
give
covered
our
everything.
shout out to Chick Chompa and Predator already?
We are. Yeah, I mentioned Chick Champa earlier and threw that out, so you guys could do that.
Okay.
What is it about them that you want to give a shout out for?
You know what?
do they do?
These are just one of those.
What are y'all, rappers now? I
couple
wanna
of
give a shout out to Chick Chompa.
Chick Chompa. Those dedicated members that we
Give it up to
we've
Chomp.
always liked. I mean, I spent a lot of time yesterday on Let's Do This bitching about members who are always giving me shit. But then you got these two guys who I just love. They give shit to everybody else.
Yeah.
But they're Jake in my book.
But they're so clever about it. That's
Yeah.
the thing. They're really smart about it. And those guys have been there since the beginning.
They were there
Yes.
from the very beginning. These
Well,
are people
they were there for the towards the beginning of Spill. Yeah, they were.
from when the old Spill site.
Yeah, with the site where it was nothing but reviews, and that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were there for that.
Whatever happened? Speaking of that era of people, whatever happened to?
I know you're talking about with that girl.
like Buzzkill?
Buzzkill.
Whatever
She
happened
got
to
obsessed
Buzzkill?
with her own little YouTube success, and now she just does that. It's like, which was always her thing on Spill. She's like, I love Spill. Now let's talk about me and my boobs.
She's
You
a
know.
young girl talking about herself.
So what did happen to Buzz? I'll just tell
She
people.
just lost interest because she was never really that big a movie fan from the
I
first.
used to talk to Buzzkill
on the phone?
Oh no, I did not talk to her on the phone.
In
Never-
person? Did you fly out to Michigan to see this girl?
No, you did. No, I'm joking, man. I'm joking just to see you do that. No, I can't tell you how many times I've had that look. You did, didn't you? No, I was just. We were on YouTube
That's
at the
because you
time.
actually done it.
because we totally would have believed it too. It would have been in character.
No. I've never had any interaction with Buzzkill besides internet.
See,
And
ladies, your dreams could come true.
That's
on
true.
Spill. With Corey, you never know.
We should auction them off for charity.
oh, stop it.
Oh
You know,
no,
the-
because
the
you should
helpless
get something.
spillers.
You should get something cool if you win. That's the.
And that hasn't been used already.
Yeah, once my
many
clothes
times.
come back on, I'm not that interested. But
I paid $20,000. What'd you get? Herpes.
well, it's the gift. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Yes, you can't say I didn't give you something that doesn't remind you about me.
I give you something that will stick with you forever.
I do
baby.
not have herpes. First of all, people.
You look in the mirror.
I love
and you
how he
remember
has to
Corey.
say that just in case.
Because I can see the rumors spread right now. You believe he has herpes?
That's
Did you
not
know
the
that?
only thing
I can
spreading.
see a discussion come. God damn it! I can see discussion coming up on Spill right now. Corey has herpes. What do you think about that? Fuck, y'all don't have herpes. Goddamn. But no, I used to talk to Buzzkill. Back when we first had that site, and it was on YouTube. She used to talk to me through YouTube.
Yeah.
and I don't know. She was real cool at first. Well, since she's not on the site too much, I can tell you what happened. Like,
Okay.
I was on YouTube updating stuff at the time, and then she would actually email me, and she did it one time. And I said, "Thank you very much. That's cool." And then she emailed me back, and I'd give her some sort of witty response back, and it went back and forth for like maybe 2 days, and then one day I just said, oh, well, hey, that's cool. I'm not going to keep talking to this girl because she's like 17. But then after that day, she emailed back and said, you know something? If you're gone, let me know because that really worries me if you're not around. I'm like, oh, shit. Now, I'm not saying she was hitting on me, but something weird was going on. So I will say she's very cool. She's very nice, but I knew that she probably
She's a
would.
little Glenn Close-ish.
Well, I wouldn't even say that. I'm not even saying she was interested in me, but there was something kind of just weird going
It's funny
on.
because you used to have a cat that used to walk around here, and I haven't seen that cat in a long time.
The cat's walking a little funny these days. That's why he
with all his skin boiled off.
Look for the cat that's walking bow-legged.
I was gonna say. And an empty roll of electrical tape.
But I just say this: I knew
liked
she'd be the kind of
Buzzkill.
girl. No, Buzzkill I liked a lot. I thought she was my favorite one on Spill when she crossed over to Spill. But I just knew because of her flighted nature and something where she just got infatuated with something real quick and then didn't. I knew she'd be gone someday. Speaking of cats, you ever had a cat that came around, you kind of fed it, and then it was gone a few weeks later? Okay, maybe you didn't, but I did. But
I
so
know women
that
like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
okay, well, women. Fuck it. I was trying to use cat as a metaphor, but
Yeah.
okay. You ever had women you had sex with and you just told her to get the fuck out? You never saw her anymore? That was buzzkill.
I knew it.
No, I'm just kidding. But no, so I knew she'd be gone after a while, and lo and behold, she is.
I honestly lost interest with her because she originally started to do stuff that related to Spill, and then it was clear she just didn't really give a shit about Spill anymore. She was just cross-posting to us, and I was like, okay, I don't really care about you either. So
Really?
yeah.
You got that feeling?
I lost interest myself. I was like, why would I keep checking your stuff when it has nothing to do with anything but your dating life? I just don't care.
That did get weird, right?
Yeah,
there.
it got just
Well,
like
no. What
boring.
was weird was the fact when we had we had someone who was before we got our new corporate master. So when we had one of the old corporate masters who just kind of chose a few random, very active Spilios and had their feeds lead to the front page, and so her drama entries kept showing up as front page news.
And they were like weeks old.
Yeah, it was quite amusing.
Man, people, if you one of these days we're going to go through a podcast and give you just a brief history of Spill, what we have so far, because we've been through some ups and downs. But that was a weird moment, like when Spill went through that stage where we, I can't even talk about it because I'm going to talk shit about somebody. And,
who has since been fired.
We've all almost killed each other like 6 or 7 times.
yeah, it's some weird stories that have happened on here, and we'll go through it one day. And now's not the time.
I don't think that's a good idea. I think we should hint at that we'll do it one day and never do it. Because do you guys really want to sit in a room and have that conversation and have those things come up where it's going to be, oh, well, this is the point where Carlisle did this. It's like, well, that's not exactly, oh, yeah, that's how it motherfucking happened. And we'll end up getting into another fight. And then 2 years later, it'll be, hey, remember that time we had that stupid idea to do that podcast and we all killed each other?
Whatever, Ringo. Anyway.
There was some shit. There's some shit that happened with when you say our corporate masters. It wasn't our masters. We had a development team that I spent a week, and I liked the guys on that team. I'm just gonna come out and say it.
Oh, well.
I mean, I'm not gonna name
This is how you
names.
get them going.
I got you, Corey. 100%.
But then, okay, and Jamie's gonna be so mad at me. He's like, Jamie's gonna be
doesn't
like,
listen to this
Jamie,
show.
He does.
Jamie listens to this all the time.
Jamie on a Let's Do This with his 100%, and I wouldn't think he's listening. And next day, I get an email, 100%. Fuck you.
Okay, I'm gonna get into like the development team that we had before, but
Oh,
Jamie.
I think we've had too much beer.
I know, Jamie. I'm sorry. I'm probably revealing too much, but we're a little fucked up right now. Jamie is the producer of Spill. He's the one that he makes all the money deals, and
He's the Spill crew.
He is.
Yeah, he's the one that puts up
he's
stuff
the guy.
under the name of the Spill Crew. And him and I work closely together every day. I love
He's
Jamie
the
very
Baba
much.
Booey.
Yeah, Jamie is fucking awesome. I can't tell you I haven't gotten along with a guy better than that guy. But one day,
What the hell was that all?
Yeah,
about me?
motherfucker.
I'm talking about on the corporate
I've been
level.
with you since you were a kid.
Well, Jamie probably signs his paycheck, so
Okay.
No, Jamie don't.
But
sign
you
my
know what?
paycheck.
I'm starting to wonder. Corey's been going to New York an awful lot
That's a
lately.
good point. Coming back with glitter.
No, Jamie and I work together, man. I mean, that's the thing. Jamie so being that I work with Jamie, I pick up all the things that he says during meetings and when we talk to each other. And so when Jamie and I are really getting along, I'll say, Jamie, man, I feel like this should happen. He's like, 100%. I feel like that should happen. 100%. And we had the last meeting when I went to New York like last month, and he was in a meeting. He's like, you know something, guys? 100%. I agree. Fuck.
Did he really?
And I was looking at him when he did it because he said 100%. I was sitting over in the corner. I was looking at him like, and he's like, "Fucking man, now you got me thinking about this." He's like, and then he's like, "Thing is, I wasn't the one that originally did it. I got it from a friend." Like, no, you didn't. But Jamie knows. Look, there's a meeting that we cannot have. There's another British guy. And then there's another developer, and then there's Jamie, and there's one point where the meeting just stops, and they like, I'm not gonna say the guy's name, but they're like, you know that fucking guy, man, he fucking did this to the site. This is all his fault, and they're talking about the old development team, and we are still working to get shit done.
I remember how mad you were when you were dealing with these guys.
Was that last Christmas or the Christmas before?
I think it was last Christmas.
I spent a week we're going into the holidays. This would be the anniversary right now. Like at this time, this very moment we're recording this, it is 10 o'clock on December 25th, 22nd.
You will be visited by 3 ghosts.
You'll be visited by 3 spill crew members. Each of them more douchier than the one before.
Yeah, I mean, movie lord.
Dr. Detfink.
MDS.
Oh man,
No,
I
man.
wouldn't wish that
But
on you.
at this time
Ghosts
last
of
year,
Christmas suck.
okay, what happened was they set up the site, and we had this this reboot of the site, and at that time, the guy who was doing development at that time, he just picked 3 spill members to like highlight as bloggers and just automatically have them blog their own posts. So we had no control over that.
We had nothing.
Yeah. So it just for the whole, and then he left for the holidays. So nothing for like 7 days, nothing was happening on the site. And I spent every night writing an email saying, I hate this fucking site. I hate what we're doing. I hate the people who work on this. And even when after it was all done, the guy who was working on the development team was like, hey, Corey, I hear you're a little upset. It's okay. You know, it's like, no, it's not fucking okay.
Yeah, he like, no. Jack Nicholson in The Shining was a little upset. I'm fucking pissed.
Okay, so I would just like to take this moment to say Merry Christmas, everybody. And I wish all of you a Happy New Year.
We say you're douchebags. We don't mean in the sense
No.
of
I know. Come on.
Except for Movie Lord, MDS, and
Oh
Dr.
my,
Detfink.
no, we don't mean
Hey,
that.
Dr. Detfink is my buddy.
the opinions of Carlisle do not necessarily reflect those of
No
anyone
shit.
else on the planet.
But they might. A little
They
bit.
might.
In some ways.
Yeah, the
No,
Carlats. They reflect the Carlats.
We love you guys out there. This is why we're doing this podcast all together, because this is why we're sitting around reminiscing. Look,
Well,
we've
speaking
gone.
of that, why don't we read these emails?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm just saying we're sitting around reminiscing because it's pretty amazing that after 2 years and after all the shit we've gone through, and if you really want to count it, it's more like 3 years from the very beginning of the site. Yeah, and if you want, I mean, I myself, just me alone, have been doing this for about 15, 16 years. Then you came in, Leon, so you've done this, and then you guys came
about
in. So
12 years for
man,
me.
it's been years, and this thing has evolved from something very humble to what it is right now, and a
Which
lot
is
of
still
you,
very humble.
and it's still very humble. Yeah,
Let's not
We ain't exactly
overplay
Bill and
ourselves.
Ted.
we ain't got our 40
universe.
acres and a mule, but we're working on it. But no, we really, for what we have right now, it has grown to something I couldn't believe. I mean, to think that we would have what we had on Access Television actually be worldwide and people liking it. At the time we were doing it, I never thought something like this would happen.
He
So-
never knew he would have women in every port of call in the world.
Imagine you might be a good lover.
But hey, you know, I had
And 4 in
ambitions
New
at the time.
Yeah.
Man, come on.
That I
now.
could have virtual spill wives. This is awesome.
You have
I
virtual spill
I
wives?
have virtual spill wives. I have a virtual spill mom.
I don't have any. I don't have anything virtual.
Ghost Rider?
Yeah,
Ghost
she's
Rider,
my spill mom.
she's like everybody's spill
Yeah,
mom.
she
She's
is.
awesome.
Yeah, she's looking over everybody.
I love that's a shout out.
She loves to
Ghost
throw
Rider.
that out there like, well, I'm so much older than the rest of you. I'm like, not really, you ain't.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna tell her how little older she is.
I bet you still look good in some fishnets, but that's just me.
Yeah, you were gonna do Diane.
Just kidding, man.
Man,
Come
we
on.
just sitting around trying to have a good time.
I'm
Come
just
on.
kidding, man. Tell you what,
Goes
people,
to the nursing homes to hit the easy chicks.
people, we love you,
And it got no
They're
teeth.
medicated.
They got no teeth.
we love you, people. We've been drinking. We're having a good time. If you haven't, I mean, this has just been us kind of enjoying each other. We've been having it. You know what?
Yeah, not the right words.
Well, I'm just saying. Hey, man, fuck you. First of all, I'm trying to be cool.
See, that's the problem right there.
Hold up, Corey. When was the last time you slept?
Oh,
shit.
no.
It's been
Okay,
a,
this is something y'all don't know about Corey. Like, you listen to Corey on Spill, he's a very cool, calm, and collected. He's that guy that you want to hang out with and every woman wants to sleep with. But you get him with no sleep, which is most of the time because he's working on his site constantly.
And then you add alcohol.
You add alcohol, and he turns into that donkey from the Arabian Nights who's just like knocking shit over and cussing everybody out
And
wants
throwing
to fight
chairs.
people. Yeah, throwing chairs.
I have not gotten angry though. I've gotten very much control over that, and I'll tell you why. Yes, there was a time in our history where I would come in, I'd be pissed, I would yell at people, I would throw shit, and I only threw one chair, not a whole lot. People, somebody made a whole discussion like, how many chairs has Corey?
saw that.
Yeah, I threw one fucking chair.
Hey man, how many chairs you think you got to throw? I mean,
Hey, how many countries did Bush invade? He only really inved one.
I'm sure OJ
Kinda
Simpson.
two.
OJ Simpson's like, what? I killed 2 people. You guys can't get past that.
You know,
I
the
did.
funny thing is, I threw that chair chair the opposite way from people. I didn't throw it at anybody.
Right. Well, it's like, I mean, come on. The guy started the Access show that he brought us all into and brought us all together. All these friends we still have today. Starts a website. We're all doing this. We're making a living from this. And we're like, yeah, but you throw one lousy chair. It's like when you're Corey, that chair.
But it's like that old joke, you paint one house, you're not a painter. If you build one plane, you're not really an engineer. But you fuck one goat.
Man, I'm telling you, the reason why I would come in so angry is because, yes, these days I'm not sleeping that much, and I am working constantly. I am drinking a little bit more these days. But at the time, I was for 2 years. You guys can attest for that. You know, I hated doing that show.
Oh, yeah.
That Access show. I hated doing that show. For 2 years, I just kept it up because. And this isn't me saying I did you a favor. This is not. I say you guys are having such a good time, and then when it was over, we would go drinking and hanging out with people.
Yeah,
it would actually be a lot of fun.
Be like, oh, you know what? This ain't so bad.
Yeah, and then that next Wednesday would come in like, fuck. I'm still editing,
just dreading it. You were like, God damn it! I
was very upset when I went down there, and I'm not making that as an excuse because there's no excuse for coming down there and taking it out on people. But yeah, it got to a point where I fucking hated it, man.
Hey, man,
a long time ago.
It was, and if you were that bad, we wouldn't still be here.
Okay, yeah, there you go. See, that's the bright side to everything.
You know what? You get a free chair throwing. We're just gonna let that go.
We won't even count it in any future Cocos. I won't even bring it up.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let me just say this, and I am a little fuck it, man. I am a little drunk right now.
You're a little wasted.
So what?
Yeah, fuck it.
This is what now you guys are going to experience what I experienced, which is he's going to sober up in a little while and go, before I post that, I'm going to go and listen to that. And you're going to listen to this tomorrow. There's going to be like a 20-minute segment cut out. And it's just gone. And it's like, what happened to that? There was something happened to the audio quality and it just wasn't any good. So I had to cut it out.
Crashed in that one section, right?
It's good to be the king.
No, listen.
The equipment made me sound like I was slurring my words.
Yeah.
Being the editor of a podcast
it made it
myself,
sound like I was making fun of people we worked with.
Man,
editor
look.
of a podcast myself, I'm on your side.
Okay, see now, and fuck it. I don't care if people like what we're doing right now tonight or not, because this has been us just kind of sitting down.
It's Christmas.
It's
man.
Christmas, and you and I mean, all of us are sitting around having some drinks and thinking
We're
about
drinking
good times.
Christmas ale,
And
for
we're-
Christ's
yeah.
sakes.
And I even brought Christmas gifts for everybody.
You did, and that's what I want to say to
Nobody
you.
else had it.
Look, this is me. Hey, you look at me when I'm talking to you because I got some
Hey man,
good shit to
he
talk
doesn't
about.
believe, I seriously had your present at my house,
giving you a hard
and I feel like a douchebag because you brought mine. I'm like, fuck,
he
I
threw a guilt hook out there.
and you got fished in.
did.
No, I just want to say that look, we've been through a lot of shit. I mean, we've been through some deep shit. I mean, people
Yeah,
deep,
oh, yeah.
deep. I mean, we've been through some like hard shit together where it's like made us close, and we've been through some hard shit where it's like we were going at each other in bad
Right.
ways. People don't really understand how deep that shit went. But I just have to say, all of you, it might not seem like it sometimes, but you all bring something unique to what we do. And I love each and every one of you for what you do.
I was just gonna say that you know what, for better or worse, I love you guys.
It does.
Yeah.
It does work, and we've been doing it together for so long. And we all keep coming back, and we all get along more often than we don't. Obviously, we must be doing something right.
No, it's amazing what we have here.
I think you guys have really been great sidekicks on my show. It's been magnificent. It's been fantastic. Fuck you. Really great. I wanna
where's
thank
that
you.
chair?
I know.
So I'm gonna
that one free chair throwing. That free chair, can I throw it at him? No, man, look. It really.
I'll let you be Robin. It's cool.
I know it seems like, I mean, the moment this is the true mark of a family here. This is like, you don't always get along with people. You got to work that shit out because you got to be around each other.
Yeah.
I don't want to ever have to like not do this without everybody here. It might seem like sometimes I know people think that, oh, this is the Corey show or he wants to do this, but it's not like that. Everybody does this and brings something to it. I just want to let you know that.
Let me ask one question. Are
Oh,
we
here
still
comes- this is gonna
recording?
fuck this-
At this point, I have this terrible feeling that we're not recording
I
anymore.
want the world to hear this. Matter of fact, you should save.
Okay.
Wait, no. Are we still recording? Is
it's
it going?
recording.
Okay, I just wanted to.
Yeah,
make,
I can
it was
see it.
the
It's
one.
recording.
Okay, I cannot see it from over here.
I've
I
meant,
want to make sure.
I've meant every word I've said.
I know, and I want you to save every one of those words.
Except when I edit this and cut this shit.
No. I just wanted to. You were getting so emotional there. I'm like, this is the point in the show where you look and go, "Oh shit, man! It stopped recording 5 minutes ago."
The part where he says, "You guys are worth 3 times what we paid."
No, we had this great bit where me and him went on for about Mr. T for 5 minutes. It was awesome. And we had Mr. T jokes, and then it kind of waned, and he's like,
oh shit, man, recording stopped.
Yeah, I was
I got to
gone.
go back. And they tried to do Mr. T jokes again. It's like, dude, that was funny 5 minutes.
And I would tell you
everybody started
something.
asking me, why don't you find Mr. T funny? And it's like,
You can't recreate stuff like
can't.
that.
Yeah, you
Not
cannot
recreate.
recreate stuff. And I just want to just reinforce another thing here is that I think us going into like what we're going into like in 2009 at this moment, I think we're all getting along a lot better than we have. And I do think it's solely because I'm drinking more before we start.
You're drinking more, I'm drinking less. Somehow
Exactly.
The universe balances
I'm
out.
sorry. Did you hit save? I just want to make sure you did.
Okay, I'm going to save this now, and then we're going to read 3 emails because I know you guys got to get out of here. So I'm going to stop.
just 3.
Just 3. We can get through them quick.
Well, hit
All right.
save so I can take a piss.
And
Okay.
no Dark Knight.
No Dark Knight.
Can you focus on the screen at this point?
No. Y'all looking at me. I am a little fucked up.
We know.
I'm sorry.
Thank God we're the ones that have to drive home.
Okay. This is from Ito. Ito. Ito says, I was just thinking that it's been a while since we've been. Fuck, man. I'm just,
It's been a while.
okay, I am fucked up. Okay, I'm gotta get close to the computer too.
Or
I
wear
was just
your
thinking
glasses.
that it's been a while since we've seen a space epic. I've seen movies that try, but don't really get an epic feel to it. Where's this generation Star Wars? So what I'm asking is, what movies have you seen that tried to be a space epic, or in your mind are a space epic? Titan AE.
The Chronicles of Riddick, my friend.
Well, let's go with the ones that you liked.
Okay.
Because I know you didn't like that.
First of all, this generation Star Wars is called Harry Potter. It's, you
Ooh,
know,
good point.
I mean, the thing is in 10, 15 years, there's going to be Potter references seeded throughout everything, just like Star Wars is. And it's no longer going to be a kiddie thing. The 30-somethings are going to be doing it, and it's going to be considered a classic epic, just like Star Wars is now.
And there's going to be a Harry Potter the next generation that's going to suck.
Oh, man. Yeah, the way everything comes back every 15 to 20 years, it's going to be fucking sad seeing 40-year-olds dressed up like Hermione
Well, they don't
Granger.
tell people that. They're like, this is the last book. I'm like, no, my son. I come to you from the future, my friend. You're going to think it's over, and then 15, 20 years from now, she's going to come back out and go, I'm going to write a new series of books, and it's going to be about what happened in the previous generation. You're going to finally find out what happened with Snape and Harry's parents, and it's, oh, that's going to be awesome. And then you're going to see Harry's dad walking around as a 5-year-old.
You know
boy
what?
swimming in the
You're
sun.
right. This is not the generation or generations of space operas. This is the generations of fantasy. Lord of the Rings,
Yep.
Harry Potter. Those are the ones that people are going to remember. Those are the icons of this generation. There's no space opera out there yet.
No, but that giant spider is getting a lot of work out of this.
What giant spider?
The giant spider that's in Harry Potter and in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
there's the best supporting actor.
yeah.
right for you.
I mean, he's got a SAG card along with those doves that are in all the John Woo movies.
Yeah,
and the
so
cat in all the Friday
I
the
mean,
13th and Bad
I
Horror
named
movies.
Titan AE because that was something that tried to get close to like having a space movie feel, but it's not a big movie though. It's not epic.
Where is
Serenity.
your epic? It's called Battlestar Galactica, and it airs on the Sci-Fi
Yeah,
channel.
no, which is absolutely amazing. I'm kind of tense about how they're going to end up ending it because it got so weirdly spiritual in the last season. But yeah, that's if you want epic sci-fi.
I could have
That's a
swore
space
2 years
opera.
ago I heard that show was canceled and they were ending the
No,
show.
no, they've always
No,
had
it's
a
been done
plan.
really well.
Okay.
So let's move on to question number 2.
Okay,
But
this
not a bad
is-
question.
No, that was not a bad question. We got a little good.
There was
good,
no Dark Knight, and we're all happy for
and
that.
got some good mileage out of it. Let's go to a question from Slasher Fan, who says, "Oh no, okay, this is a long one. See, this is where I come in, and I'm not
Let's
not
move
ready
on.
because
If,
it's a long.
if it's too long to read in your drunken state,
Can't
let's
get
move on.
to the gist of it.
This ain't even a fucking question.
Oh,
I'm looking at this shit. I'll tell you how this shit ends. It ends. There's a whole diatribe here, and it ends like this. None of my friends know my Bloody Valentine is a remake until I mention it. There's no fucking. I do not see a question mark
you know why
anywhere.
they don't know? Because nobody cares.
Jesus Christ, there is not one question mark in this whole thing. I'm looking at it right now. I'm not that fucked up.
I'm
so
sure
yeah.
if co-host was here, he'd have something to say about that, but he's not. So let's move on.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next one.
Being the only person who is in the room who has seen both of them, yeah nobody cares.
Yeah, if it was a question about the band, I might be able to say something, but the movie, I could care less.
Okay, here we go.
No, you mean you couldn't care less.
Yes, that's what I mean. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, this is from Game Over. Again, I don't guarantee anything.
Why is Mover gay?
Let me see.
We're a little too intoxicated, folks. We've got.
Hey, it's called a couple of cold ones, or maybe 3 or 4.
Maybe
Okay, I'm on here. I'm just gonna go ahead and read it.
Go ahead, read
okay,
it.
I'm just gonna
We're
y'all
with
deal
you.
with it. Okay,
You're the captain.
games like Dead Space, Halo, and BioShock have such unbelievable storylines and graphics that almost rival the storylines and cinematography of movies today. Though there are a lot of things that the movies have that video games don't, and vice versa. Video game sales have been booming for a while, and many movies today, excluding The Dark Knight, have trouble making a profit. Do you agree? No, they don't have trouble making a profit. They make it back one way or another. There's so many different ways to make a profit on DVD, foreign sales. So don't let the domestic
American
sales
box
fool you.
office fool you.
Yeah, no, there's 5 different ways a movie typically makes its money. It's got American theatrical, it's got foreign theatrical, it's got DVD, it's got cable, and it's got regular television, and they get paid the whole way through. You know those movies you see on HBO, the crappy ones that play over and over again? That's how they make their money.
Yeah, no, there's so many different ways to make money now. I don't think anybody really loses money unless you were just that shitty. But Game Over goes on to say, sooner or later, do you think that movies will just be released straight to DVD and video games and will be the better way of entertainment? No, I do not think so, because they're two. Like I said, they're two different languages. You want to. One, you're an active participant in, and one, you're just an observer, and nobody's not going to want to be both all the time. The other thing is that I think what you're asking also is that will movies be better if they're just released on DVD only, or going straight to some sort of format that's home? And no, I don't think so. I think that movie theaters will probably be forced to improve their service. You will have movie theaters will probably become like little mini malls. You'll have stores, coffee shops that you can go to. You can eat there. You can order food like we have at the Alamo Drafthouse right now. You're going to see an evolution in theaters. I don't think you're ever going to stop that social experience of going to see a movie on the big screen.
I, like you guys, got The Dark Knight on DVD and watched it almost immediately and really enjoyed it. But not nearly as much as I enjoyed watching it on the big IMAX screen.
You're going to see a big division in types of theaters for the experience. The crappy little neighborhood theater is going to all but die, in my opinion. And you're going to go to the much more elaborate experience. Hey, dinner and a movie all in one.
Big screen, digital sound, and real food.
Things that,
I hate to keep harping on this, but really the number one thing we're going to see here is we're going to see the return of ushers. And we're going to see people whose job it is, they get paid $8 an hour to stand in there. And if you talk during the movie, if your cell phone goes off, they're kicking your ass out.
But we need ushers that aren't teenagers. We need ushers that are like policemen like we have right
Sir,
now.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Yeah, that kind of thing. I mean,
we need like RoboCop, like Ed 209 to come in and like, I'm going to have to ask you to leave right now.
Yeah. So that's really what people want, is to go to the movie theater and have to stand in the Homeland Security line. To see to find out who finally is the villain in the third Dark Knight movie.
No, you know what? I will counter argue that by no one wants to go to a movie and have somebody who's annoying and you politely ask them to act like a decent person and they want to turn around and fight you.
Sure, your goddamn self. Why don't you turn around and watch the movie instead of paying attention to me?
Yeah.
Fuck you. I pay for this too.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen somebody say, "Could you please be quiet?" And somebody either ignores someone or they turn around and get belligerent.
Until management comes in. The minute management comes in, those people shut the fuck up.
I have not seen that. I myself have gone and talked to management, and they've told me like, well, if they do it again, come and tell me. And then
but that's why we're gonna see the return of ushers, because that's the number one thing that will elevate the experience of everyone else in a movie theater. Because you ask people, why don't you go to the movie theaters often? Oh, people kicking my seat, people fucking talking, cell phones going off. That's the number one thing keeping people away, because they're like, when I'm at home, I can actually hear the movie.
It's got to be a complete experience. It's got to have more reasons to go than just this unregulated, I could have done this at home experience it is right now. One of the things I like about the Alamo is there's only certain times you're allowed to bring in children.
Yep.
And I think more theaters are going to do that. Start saying, no, for anything PG and up, there's only specific times you can bring kids in.
Now, see, the funny thing is, it's like what I've been experiencing is like, because the home theater experience is so much cheaper now, like, with sound systems dropping, and this year flat panel TV screens, or the huge ones, are a lot cheaper than they were before. There's so many people who watch movies at home. They're so used to watching them at home and talking at the screen that when they get to the theater, they don't turn that off. they still think they're at their house
Yeah.
where they can just talk at a normal volume without even like whispering.
Which to you and me, you go, what's wrong with you? Why can't you compute
Right.
this? And then you look where U.S. is on the world educational levels, and you're like, oh, that's because we live in a country filled with a bunch of morons.
And that leads us to question number 3.
No, I really do believe that whatever the thing is, no, we're all predicting things that are going to happen, but they're never going to happen like we predict them to be. But I hope that they get better because what we have right now, it's not working and it's getting worse. So anyway, let's go ahead and go to our third question here, which is from Aaron. And Aaron says, recently I was watching the holiday movie Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July, which obviously brought Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Frosty the Snowman into the same film. It's a good film. Not going to lie, although it had the bad moments. Anyway, after watching that, God damn, this ain't going away. After watching that, I thought about some other crossovers in animation, such as one of the more famous ones, the
So
Jetsons.
who do you think is going to be the villain in the next Batman movie?
The Jetsons meet the Flintstones. Sure. My question is, what are your thoughts on animated crossover movies like the ones mentioned along with look, let me tell you, I would stop this right now. I don't think about that shit.
Now you see why we pick out the questions ahead of time.
Yeah, see, welcome to my
versus the
world.
Martians. Come on.
I have not.
People always ask, why don't you like answering email questions? This is why.
No, this is why I do love answering email questions. The only time I can be this way.
To get away from his question, which is stupid. You guys ever think about?
Aaron, he said that, not me.
Yeah, I said it. I'll own the fact that I said that. But Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, like, I love that. You guys have all seen it. I know you love it, but isn't that like a really fucked up story? Like the kid's a mutant, and Santa Claus totally disses him. He's even like talking to his father, like, Donner, what's with this fucked up kid you got, man? This is you got a lot of nerve trying to push him on me. But then later, when the fog rolls in, he's all like, "Hey, Rudolph, you got that power. You want to help us out?"
Yeah, he's no Professor X, that's for sure.
No.
Now you know what? There are some animated crossovers that I'm sure you guys have actually liked, and it's mostly done. If you want to get into actually,
How did he get back on animated
well,
crossover?
the reason because I was
said,
thinking
"Fuck that
about
shit."
it. No, I was thinking about it. And I was like, okay, really, how can we answer this question? Because there is something cool in this genre that we can answer. And you're talking about holiday specials and Hanna-Barbera stuff. Look, that stuff is dumb. Fred Flintstone meets Scooby-Doo. That shit's stupid. But
Except Scooby-Doo meets the Harlem Globetrotters.
Now that was
fucking off the hook.
actually kind of funny. Yeah, and Scooby-Doo met weird people.
Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo had like a
Batman and
year or
Robin.
two where all he did was have guest stars.
Yeah.
like Don
Monkees.
Adams. He wasn't even like Get Smart on the show. He was Don Adams. the actor.
Who was the actress that was
Phyllis
always-
Diller?
No, the young one. She was
Charo?
Sandy Duncan.
Sandy Duncan.
Sandy Duncan,
She
yeah.
kept showing up for
Yeah.
some reason.
No, there was
Yeah.
a
Who
weird.
the hell was Sandy Duncan?
There was a weird period when Scooby-Doo was meeting people that kids would probably not be that interested in. Scooby-Doo meets Don Knotts?
Yeah,
Who the fuck?
like
what the
even
fuck?
Forrest Gump would have been that's stupid.
Yeah. I mean, that would be the equivalent today of like Scooby-Doo meets George Clooney or some shit. You know, kids don't give a fuck about
Wait,
that.
did you just compare Don Knotts to George Clooney?
Man, come on.
Okay, fine. Scooby-Doo meets Steve Buscemi. I mean,
See, there's an apt. If Steve, you know what I want to see? I want to see Steve Buscemi's Apple Dumpling Gang. That's the movie I want to see.
But you
Get
know,
on the fucking floor. I said, get on the fucking floor. Wow, you're kind of bug-eyed.
But you know, today we have crossovers being done in animation, but they're mostly being done through comics, and they're being done through Marvel Comics mostly. We don't see it in the movies until now. We're finally starting to see it, but for those who want to see them on the screen, whether it be the small or big screen, now we're seeing the Hulk fight with Wolverine. We're
Sure.
seeing.
well, there was that Timmy Turner from it was the Fairly Odd Parents crossing over with Jimmy Neutron.
So you brought it back to what I was trying to get away from.
Thank God he did, because I was like, oh shit, he's talking comic books. We're fucked. We are so fucked.
Jimmy Neutron met who?
Timmy Turner. It was like the Fairly Odd Parents
Wait a
crossing
minute.
over with Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron is like a 3D cartoon,
Right.
And,
And
Fairly Odd
the way they
Parents is
did it was
2D.
when Jimmy Neutron crossed over into the Fairly Odd Parents world, it was done 2D, and when the Fairly Odd Parents people crossed over into Jimmy Neutron's
Oh,
world,
you
it
know
was
what?
3D.
That's cool. That's a cool concept.
It was a cool concept, and it wasn't even a bad deal.
I saw one that worked. I saw the Proud Family hang out with Lilo and Stitch. Did you-
Really?
yes, there was a
Wow, I used to
crossover.
watch the Proud Family all the time. I
They
never saw
have
that.
a special where Lilo and Stitch hung out with the Proud Family.
And I saw the Family Guy episode in which they did Ding Fries Are Done.
What?
I want to see the Boondocks hang out with Lil Abner.
Have you guys not seen Ding Fries Are Done?
I did.
No, what is that? Explain that to me.
Fries are done. Ding fries are done.
It's a retarded guy working at Burger King singing a song about working at Burger King.
Oh, really?
Literally never seen this. It's a big internet thing.
No, I guess I don't hang out the internet. When I'm on the internet, I'm
You
on
know what?
spills.
Like an apple pie with that?
Hey,
Would
if
you
you want
like
to
an
add to your
apple pie
drinking
with that?
game, here, you can take a drink every time Cyrus says, "You ever heard of that?" It's a big internet thing.
Yeah, that's true. I actually like the internet.
Yeah,
as
he's
opposed
caught-
to the guy running our website.
Yeah, Cyrus has caught the gay, apparently.
Tag gay.
And well, speaking of which, they
You
did
spelled
have,
it as the gay today.
Oh, did I? I
You
meant
did.
to do Ted.
Ooh, you misspelled
Look
Ted.
at
spelled
the-
it
Look at this
the.
shit. Leon and I are looking at each other like, what the fuck are they talking about? This is nerd wars going on right now.
You did it in the middle of your cliched Lucas rant.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck this.
Hey, some of us actually read the site occasionally, all right?
Okay,
Yeah.
God
All right,
damn it.
I want to apologize to Aaron, who I said asked a dumbass question, but apparently not.
Apparently,
Thank
it's
you.
only a fucking retarded.
You're the one who actually had an answer for it.
Yeah, we actually have some answers for it. That's why I read emails. I can think of an answer for
I'm
every-
well-rounded.
What do I think? I think animation crossovers suck.
Really? Okay. Well, you just did that to get to me because you looked at me because you know I like animation. You looked at me like animation crossovers suck, and you had those eyes on me.
You know what my problem with animation crossovers is? It all comes back to communism. It's all about everything.
Oh, shit, man! No, Mama, that's that right. So anyway,
Wow. So what's left to have happen? Everybody's done that cliche thing. I have to somehow work Batman into
No.
that's his. There you go. He has to do his Shia LaBeouf impression.
It's genius.
Apparently, I have mine where I don't even get involved. I have a cliche where I just sit back and watch everybody else do it. And
Yeah,
then
well,
you,
then you come in and say the same thing we were just saying and act like you disagree with us.
I'm going to take that and pretend like it's mine. I'm so smart that way.
So basically, this isn't so much a let's do. I mean, fuck. What y'all
The
call
joke
it?
is done.
It's not in a cocoa. It's just like a spilled drunk off. I was gonna say a spilled Christmas party, but it's
You know what? And that's the way I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put it up. I'm going to say, look, people, this is the Spill Christmas Party podcast.
Hey,
we gave away gifts. We got drunk. We reminisced.
Spill.com's a very drunken Christmas.
Yeah, no, it is. Because we got together. We
Lots
want
of holiday cheer.
This is because normally for the last 2-3 years, my present to you was to take you guys out for dinner, and
you did that once.
I did that twice.
Did you?
times.
Oh yeah, you did. And it was awesome, man. Thank you.
No,
That
and
was
I didn't get to
awesome.
do it this year.
Buco de Pepo. That was nice.
Yeah, I was like,
that's
that was
right.
Carlisle's suggestion.
In fact,
by
I
the
just
way.
went there and ate last night, dude. I love
That
Buco.
place kicks ass.
Whenever you got like 12 people that all got to go, it's
Where's
go
our
and eat
Buco de
family stuff.
Beppo now?
You
Hey
know-
man, look! If the New York guys come, we're going to Fogo de Chao. No more Fonda San Miguel. I mean, we could get Mexican food. You can't swing a dead cat in off.
Oh yeah, the guys from
Mexican
the
restaurant.
guys from the New York office came and took us out to dinner. I liked it. I never been.
That
there.
was
Why
a
you
great
harping on him,
place.
man?
I
It
was
was a
gonna
good
say, it was
place.
terrific.
You the only one
That
with a
was
problem with that.
We
What's
had-
wrong with you, you fucker?
We had like $80 steaks and they bought.
Yeah.
at Fonda San Miguel.
Yeah.
Were they $80? That's
No,
an
they
exaggeration.
weren't.
I was about to say, what the
I
fuck?
didn't think it was that
okay,
much.
ain't that good, but
It's
you know
good
what?
food.
Damn good Manhattan at the
You know
bar,
what?
though.
Yeah, we need. But I agreed. Like, the place was good that he suggested. It was central. We all met there fine. It was good food. But hey, next time if they ever come down again,
Fogo de Chao.
we need to like bump it up a little bit. Get out.
Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna pay. Pull that tab up.
Yes.
So
that place was not cheap.
no, it
No,
wasn't.
no,
It was not.
that
man.
place
It
was
not.
great.
I had a good time. He's the only one complaining.
I don't know why.
Come on,
that
you
place
guys
was
know
great.
in Austin, a Mexican
Well,
restaurant.
technically,
how hard
it's
is it to-
interior Mexican. There's only a few of those here in town.
And it was,
So-
yeah, you know what? You can't swing a dead cat in this town without hitting a Mexican restaurant, but a 3 to 4 star Mexican restaurant.
Yeah. That's regularly rated in the
Well,
top 10
granted, most
restaurants
of
in Austin.
those restaurants you would hit with the dead cat, they would take it from you and serve it to you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like, we can cook that up with a nice mango salsa.
They call it, they call it cabrito, right?
Oh man. Well, let me ask you a question then.
Not right.
You know, I'm not bragging. I'm not making excuses. You know, I'm crazy busy right now, so I have not done Christmas shopping yet.
Yeah, dude, it's
not
fine.
coming
So,
down
well,
on
here's the question: would you like individual Christmas gifts, or would you like a dinner after Christmas?
I'll go with whatever everybody else says.
I'm going to say gifts.
Okay. All right.
It doesn't matter. Either way. I mean, just I could get nothing and I'll be happy.
No, that's not true. You'd be mad as hell.
I won't be mad.
Yeah, because I would be.
He'll just bitch on Leon,
honestly-
which you won't hear. So.
Especially in this economy, I ain't expecting shit from nobody.
Man, I'm not
I mean,
poor.
If,
I'm
if,
not
if
broke.
you don't
No,
give
see,
me
this-
anything, then I don't feel obligated to get
This
you
is-
something. Except I got you something.
This is where I
already,
got to
so
kind of
then,
step up, and like everybody keeps saying, "Oh, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to buy presents in this economy." It's like you didn't realize that's why the economy sucks right now is because
Nobody's
some
buying
people are out of
presents.
work, and everybody goes, "Well, in this economy, maybe I shouldn't
Yeah.
spend money either." And it's like,
I consider myself very fortunate right now that I'm not broke and I'm able to like buy people's shit if I want to. That's what I'm saying. Do you want food? And I know you love food. This motherfucker. Now, look, when we're in the movie
Wait,
theater,
which
when you-
motherfucker here?
This-
Yeah.
Leon. I know that's not a bad thing. I'll use that as a term of endearment. By the way,
Really?
this motherfucker.
this cocksucking motherfucker.
So really,
right
all that
here.
therapy I got about the way my dad talked to me was I spent a lot of money for nothing.
That's the way he loved you, man.
Boy, when he's eating in the theater, it's dark. But who can you hear now? Who?
I'll go, hey
Yeah.
man, do you want to split with the popcorn? Cause like, I'm going to get some. I'm hungry. He's like, no, man, I just ate a big dinner. I come back out with popcorn. He's like, ooh, can I have some of that?
Yeah, but you know what? I can never hear him chewing popcorn over the sound of your vibrating phone.
Yeah, no shit. It's hard to see the screen because your phone is lit up inside your
know
jacket.
it.
Like you think nobody can see that.
I know people can see it. I've actually pulled a tent over myself and camped out and
And
like
it's still,
read
it's like
emails.
I'm trying to watch the movie, but there's a tent of
And
light
my
coming
favorite-
out the corner of my eye. But then somebody else is back there is going like, yeah, I think she was the one who did it. Hey, shut up! I'm trying to watch a movie back
Well,
here.
no, my favorite part is at the end. He comes back. That movie didn't make any goddamn sense. What the hell was that? And you try to explain the plot. No, I didn't make any goddamn. Maybe if you were, I wasn't checking my
Fuck
phone.
it, man. Fuck it. I tried to make a joke about him and come back on me. Fuck
I'll
this
take-
shit.
Goddamn right
Shit,
it
you know
does.
what I mean? God damn.
Hey man, I enjoy eating dinner with you. If you want to take us to dinner, that's
I just
cool.
wanted to know what y'all wanted. I want
I'm
to
with
know.
Carlisle. I'm going to vote for gifts because I
Okay.
don't want to end up with another drunken, let's give Corey shit.
Okay. All right. You all get gifts on Wednesday before I go back to the lovely exotic town of Waco. So anyway, people,
Whatever.
this has been our drunken podcast. It's just kind of our party where we reminisce
our
with each
party.
other. Yeah, it's just private here. If you don't like it, fuck it.
Private, except we recorded it and let y'all listen.
Hey, come down to Austin sometime. We'll take you out. All
Yeah.
four of us.
And save the economy. Buy me a gift on my wish list.
Make your
right.
something swell.
Okay.
My wish list is going up tomorrow.
From now
Okay, he's singing. It's really time to get out of here.
troubles will
God
be
damn.
miles away.
You know this son of a bitch wishes he was a singer in another life.
But I do want
Hey,
to say Merry Christmas to all the
have
Spill
yourself-
members. And
Yeah.
thank you so much for supporting us.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being a fan of us and for spreading the word the way a lot of y'all do. I'm so grateful for just being able to do this. And thank you, Corey, because damn, your shit is tight, yo.
This is my size.
Whoa, whoa,
The science
whoa.
is too tight.
No.
Oh, come on. That's like 800 gay jokes in one podcast. Let one go.
I want to just say what Cyrus says. I cannot thank you enough, and I'm fucked up. Look at you, about to break my shit back there.
I'm gonna break it
Thank
all.
everyone but Carlisle. Thank
Exactly.
you.
No, I just want to reiterate what he said. I cannot say anymore. I love what you guys have done. I'm so grateful to have this job. I'm so grateful to have you guys as friends. I'm so grateful to have the chemistry that we have. I don't wait. There's not a day that I wake up where I do not feel very blessed and fortunate for what I have, including what's going on in this room right now. So thank you very much. Merry Christmas and fuck off. No, I don't mean it. Thank you very much.
Good night, everybody.
Now, you need to say yours. You want to say something?
Well, I would just reiterate what you guys said. I love you guys, the members. I love you guys, my Spill guys who I've been working with for so long, and we've been through a lot, but we still, we're still tight. We still love each other,
yeah.
and it means a lot to me. And as we come to the end of 2008, I'm hoping 2009 can get better.
More homosexual.
And I would
But thanks for sticking with us.
And I would
Yeah.
just like to take this moment to mention to Leon that usually on the show when I say good night, everybody, we turn off the computer. So that was.
Everybody, we love you. We're fucked up right now. This has been our Spill Christmas party right here. Thank you so much. We love you. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.